Hi guys, Dominic here, and I'm just going through a video on how to do front rack lunges. I'm going to be stepping forward on these, meaning I'm stepping kind of this direction, but it could be stepping backwards, like lunging backwards, which some people will find more comfortable on their knees or hips. It just depends on what your preference is. Speaking of preferences, if I'm holding onto the bar, I could get into like a normal front rack position, which would be elbows are in front of the bar, and I've got my hands or fingertips on the bar. If that's uncomfortable for you to be there, or you can't go there because of wrist mobility or shoulder mobility issues, you can always go across. So I get into this position and I just kind of hold the bar in place, but the bar is still sitting high up on my shoulders and I'm shoving my chest up into the bar. So you'd be in that position and do the exact same exercise. So same rules as like a normal exercise, like a squat or a deadlift. I need to make sure that before I actually do the rep, I need to take a big breath in, hold my breath in, and then I'll get another breath when I stand back up again. So you'll see my body goes from this position to this position. So I'm getting my breath in, I'm locking that breath in, and then I'm going to hit the rep. Lunge forwards. I'm using a little mat here on the ground, you can see, just to provide a bit more cushioning underneath my knee. And I'm going to drive backwards out of it from that position. Again, I could have walked a bit further forward, and then while I was in that position, maybe step backwards onto the mat, as some people will find that a little bit better. Doing about 5 reps on each side. Good weight to kind of, for most people who are quite athletic, to work up to would be around a body weight lunge. This is not a million miles off that for me. It's about maybe 7-8 kilos off it. So light enough day. It's nowhere near a max for me, but a good demonstration of the movement otherwise. So I'm going for 5 on each side, switch reps. Again, at the top you'll notice I'm stopping, I'm taking a big breath every time. Biggest mistake you'll see a lot of people make on many movements is just not getting themselves set up very well before movements, and then making the work extra hard for themselves. And then once you finish, you can just simply walk backwards and then walk it back into the rack from that position. So give it a go. It's a front rack lunge. Very good exercise, and obviously it's for your quads and glutes. And then it's a great exercise to discipline you to keeping your chest up on a lot of movements, as are a lot of front rack movements. So do experiment with changing how you're holding the bar, as that's one huge aspect of variability within individual movements that can act as a change in stimulus, which a lot of people tend to lack in their training because they end up doing the same things all the time. Give it a go when you get a chance. All the best.